Anthony.
And welcome to Netflix and Spill, where we spill all the tea about the best movies and shows and documentaries on Netflix to watch. But today is going to be real different because we are doing a Riverdale and Spill because Riverdale is the most
Yes, I love
lit
Riverdale.
show.
It's my favorite show ever.
My favorite show too. Is it your favorite
It's
show?
alright. I mean, I like it.
It's alright.
We love it. A few episodes back, Anthony, he Netflix and spilled why you should watch it. Season 3 just started, so we just want to put y'all on game if you're not on game about why you need to be watching this show, okay? Don't think it's just for the kids. It's really not. A little backstory of Riverdale. So Riverdale is based off the Archie and Veronica comics. Remember that? Archie, Betty, Veronica. Remember them? So that's what the show's about. Yeah, back in the day, but they modernized it, right? It's Jughead, okay. Cheryl with the red hair and the red lips, okay.
Betty.
Josie and the Pussycats, boom, because they is a part of comics. It's lit. The show was so lit because they are teenagers, but they slutty, they vampy. It's murder shit going on.
Everybody
it's
like a good slut.
If you're familiar with the Archie and Veronica comics, you gotta tune in because they really brought it to life. And the cool thing is, it has like the parents. I would say it's like key old school 80s characters. You got Molly Ringwald, you got Dylan from 90210, you got the chick from Twin Peaks. Like, it's super 80s and 90s. So we're on season 3. So Anthony, let them know what just happened season 1, season 2.
Season 1, season 2. So it started off kind of slow, like you're watching like these kids and they're like going to high school or whatever. Then it just like jumps into like Cheryl's twin brother gets killed, so they're trying to figure out like who killed Cheryl's brother. There's like all this stuff that's going on with her dad. No, it wasn't her dad. It was
Cheryl's dad.
Betty's dad.
Oh
no, wait.
No.
It was something going on with Cheryl's dad too. Yes, it was drama with Cheryl's dad. It was drama with Betty's dad. Then you find out like there's like some like behind the scenes secrets that you really want to know about.
Some old family secrets and shit.
It's some real like crazy shit. There's like this town killer that's running around killing people. They're trying to figure out who it is, and it turns out that it's somebody that's like very close to everybody that nobody would really suspected. That was hella crazy. Like I wasn't expecting that at all. You definitely want to go back to the beginning. It's like season 1 was what like. It felt like it was like 20 episodes. It felt like it was like 20 something episodes.
But it was good. I couldn't stop watching it though.
Yeah,
it's like you get sucked into it, and then the next thing you know, like you just like watching it, and then when it's over, you're like, oh shit, what am I gonna do with my life now? That's how good it is, though. It gets you sucked in, and then next thing you know, it's over. It's been like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and like where'd all the episodes go?
Let's go into. We're on season 3 now. First episode just came on last week. Mark, let them know what happened.
Season 3, episode 1. This shit was crazy.
It was, right?
Shit was
kind
crazy.
of dark.
So wasn't it? It was like Archie. Okay, so Archie on trial for murder. Who was on trial for murder?
I can't remember.
I forgot. So much shit happened. I forgot who was on trial for murder for. But he was on trial for murder, and he got off for the weekend because it was like one last weekend while the jurors.
No, I was gonna say it was
like
the guy.
Whatever. What guy?
Wait, yeah. See, that's where.
So I don't want to give up too much of it, but yeah, it was the guy. I will talk about it off camera. The guy with not the chick guy, but the guy that was associated with that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! This is what happens when you do binge watch. We binge watch.
It's so much shit. It's so much shit happening, so the last weekend was Labor Day weekend, so he spent the last weekend with his friends and family, whatever, they party and shit. And then they go back to hear the sentence, but then the jury can't decide, so it's like it's either like he have a mistrial and go through the whole shit again, or he take the plea that they gave him, that the other lawyer gave him. He pled guilty and he's gonna spend some time in prison. But this whole time everybody's still trying to get him off, so everybody's searching around and everything's still trying to get him off and shit. In the meantime, what was it? Betty's sister snitched on her and told her mama that she got a drug problem, got a pill problem, which she do.
Somebody probably should say something. Her for snitching though.
Yeah, but that's only because she's trying to get back at her because she in that fucking coat. And then she got her mom in there and everything. And that's up at the end too when Betty came home and they were doing some weird fire dance shit around the fire with the babies and the coat and shit. And that's when Betty passed out. That's when it ended on the first one.
But wait, Veronica Daddy is the one who put him in this situation, right?
That's the whole.
Remember, he was like, "I'm trying to punish you."
Yeah, he trying to punish Archie for doing all that shit. And kind of like he feel like he betrayed him. It's a whole big shit.
Yeah.
You'll see like when you watch the seasons, like how Archie like gets intertwined with like Veronica and her family and like all the stuff that they got going on.
You know, when I first started watching this, when y'all first told me about it, I didn't really like it at first. I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be one of them goofy ass shows that was kind of like
I was kind of like
pop
that with the first
and everything.
episode.
And I'm like, I don't know. But then I actually started watching and got into it. I'm one of the people that actually like Pretty Little Liars. And so this is kind of like taking the place of Pretty Little Liars.
It's
for me.
such Pretty Little Liars.
is
I didn't like Pretty Little Liars.
They
Knowing
get
the
you
girl-
hooked because they'll have like this one thing that they want you to get fixated on.
Yeah.
Like half of the first season, second season, like I was trying to figure out who the fuck is the Black Hood. So everybody that looked at suspect, I was like, oh, that's the Black Hood. That's the Black Hood. And I'm trying to like rationalize in my mind, like, oh, this person
like,
wasn't there when this happened, but that's when the Black Hood came out.
They get
like,
you wrapped up in the murder mystery.
Yeah.
Right,
But
exactly.
can
You wanna
I say
solve
this
it.
though? Betty, I mean, I love me some Betty, but she be getting on my nerves because she's a little too damn nosy. And that's, like, she is, though.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, she want to be Nancy Drew sometimes, and sometimes she want to be a serpent to her boots.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I like when Dark Betty come out. You know, when she be
Vixen
all like
Betty.
Vixen Betty, Dark
Betty
Betty.
be working
she
my
get all
nerves.
freakish.
But I love Betty. She worked my nerves, though.
You know what pissed me off?
What?
When this last episode came on, it was the summer of with their junior year. I'm like, they did all this shit before and it was in freshman year of high school.
That's what makes me mad.
I'm like, they
are
hella
fast.
Oh,
That's what I was telling y'all when I first
freshman
reviewed it.
year.
I was like, it's all these kids that's doing grown up shit. Like when
Yeah.
you watch this shit, you're gonna be thinking they like at least 22, 23,
Nah.
something like that.
Yeah,
like, no,
because
these
You know,
is
like,
Archie
they like
Veronica-
freshman and sophomore, and they're not even
They
like,
stay in weekends at cabins and stuff. Archie and
Spending the night at
Veronica
friends' house,
is
tell their
having
parents off.
sleeping with each other in front of the fireplace. Like what?
It's just ridiculous. Like out of
Well.
control.
So I want to know from both of you guys though. So who is
What?
your most favorite character? Anthony, who's your favorite character?
I think my favorite character is Betty. And I think my favorite character is Betty because Betty got them two completely different sides to her. Like everybody just see her as being like sweet little blonde girl, little girl next door or whatever. But Dark Betty is a motherfucker. Like if y'all haven't started watching, like when you watch, like focus on Betty. Like Betty is the character to watch.
Who's your favorite?
I really don't have a favorite. I really like Jughead because he kind of like a rebel and to go against what everybody else is doing and kind of goes his own, beat his own drum. That's why I kind of like him a little bit. But they all some badass kids that get on my nerves a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
I ain't really got no favorite, but Jughead would be my favorite.
I think I'll just go with Archie. I think that I love the dude who plays Archie. I think he's super cute. I think he plays him perfect. Like I got really excited when I first watched Riverdale and I saw because I used to read Archie, so I'm like, wow, it's really like he's redhead and all that. Who's really probably my secret favorite is Cheryl. That's a bad bitch.
Yeah, I like Cheryl.
That's
I
a
like
bad
Cheryl.
bitch.
Cheryl's cool. Cheryl alright.
She crazy, but she a
Yeah.
bad bitch.
Yeah.
What do you guys, if you had to guess what's gonna kind of happen this season, what's your like hypothesis?
I don't know. I definitely think that Archie is not going to jail. Well, I kind of missed the last part of like the last 10 minutes of the first episode, but I don't think Archie is going to jail. Oh, that's who I just remember. Okay, that's who he was on trial for murdering. It was like when the incident that happened when they went to the cabin.
Yeah.
So it's gonna roll back around to like them trying to figure that out or whatever. Somehow, like the guy who worked for Veronica's dad is gonna be implicated or whatever, and that's gonna tie it back to her father. So that's gonna create like some family issues or whatever, which is gonna kind of like drive a rift between her and Archie. Bam, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I hope next season they go to school. Shit.
You hope they learn something.
No, I don't know. Like Jughead, he already kind of like ruled the serpents. I think him and Betty gonna break up.
How is he a gang leader? He's not even a senior yet. He's a junior.
Right. Right.
And he running the service.
Right.
And so
And why are they in a game?
I think him and Betty might break up.
Betty love her.
Archie gonna go to jail, but they gonna try to find some way to solve the murder and get him off. And then I feel like Veronica's dad gonna go to jail.
That's what I think. Let me say this though. So we're gonna be back to spill about Sabrina the Teenage Witch that's coming on Netflix, The Chilling Adventures, because Sabrina is a part of Riverdale, but she gonna be in Greendale, so she gonna be on Netflix. So if you watch Melissa Joan Hart, get ready, this shit gonna be scary. But I'm so juiced to watch it because since I love Riverdale, to know that like she's connected to Riverdale.
How is this connected to Riverdale?
Because she's a part of Riverdale. She really is from that same town. So
Okay.
She gonna have her own show, but looking at how dark Riverdale is, how they brought this comic to life, and it's kind of dark. Remember Melissa Joan Hart, Sabrina? That was like
It was a witch.
It was like happy and funny. This is gonna be like Riverdale style, because she's a part of Riverdale. So this is gonna be like dark.
So I might have to watch
and
that
creepy
one
and vampy. So we gotta come back to. It comes out October 26th. So we'll be back
I'm
to
down.
tell y'all what we liked about that.
All right, y'all. So not the typical Netflix and spill flow, but make sure you go and watch Riverdale. Take your next weekend. Like, we coming in the winter, so y'all ain't got no plans. Stay in the house.
That's right.
Watch Riverdale. Get caught up on Netflix. Season 3, episode 1 is not on Netflix yet because they probably gonna wait till the whole season has been released. But make sure you keep up with it on the CW, set your DVR, or if you want to wait until like the whole season is on Netflix, we'll find out and we'll let you guys know when the whole thing is gonna be there so you can watch it.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget.